Welcome to the 2022 Carousell Property Awards. In its second year, Carousell Property is bringing together the country's most recognizable developers and their finest developments in one exciting event. I'm Anne Gauthier, your host. This year, SM Development Corporation, or SMDC, was a big winner as it bagged 6 awards, namely Best Developer in various categories, Philippines, Metro Manila, and Building Sustainable Communities. SMDC's Hill Residences was named Best Affordable Condominium, Charm Residences was awarded Best Mid-Range Condominium, while Sale Residences took home Best High-End Condominium Award. Being the largest and most rapidly expanding real estate developer in the Philippines, for every Filipino and its investors, SMDC offers access to a sustainable and affordable cosmopolitan lifestyle by championing flawlessly integrated commercial and residential spaces. A true real estate industry blazer. With that, I am honored to be sitting down with the president of SM Development Corporation, Mr. Jose Mari Banzon. Hello, Mr. Banzon. How are you doing today?
I'm fine, Anne. Thank you.
Congratulations on all of your awards. Now, SMDC has won big at this year's Property Awards. The first question is, what is the inspiration behind your success?
Actually, what inspires us is seeing our mission being achieved. You see, our mission is to provide affordable housing to Filipinos, to provide them residence where they feel safe, that's convenient, and that where they're proud owning. So that what inspires us is seeing our residents enjoying our developments, seeing them using the pools and the amenities, relaxing in the lobbies, playing in the gardens with their families. We're happy when we see investors earning good returns, lease returns for their investments, and also capital appreciation. Happy and satisfied homeowners is what inspires us.
And really making it accessible for everyone. That is such a fantastic mission. Now, in your opinion, how did the pandemic affect the business and the real estate industry in the Philippines in general?
The pandemic was very rough, not only for the Philippines, but for the whole world. In the Philippines, of course, all industries were affected. The real estate industry was not spared, so people were holding on to their cash, reserving it for the essentials. But then we've noticed a resurgence in the real estate sector. The economy is vibrant again. You can see that when you go to the malls, people eating out. Even the residential market has shown some improvement. We feel that the Philippines will actually do better than many countries because of the fundamentals. The Philippines, especially for housing. You see, the Philippines has a shortfall in housing of 8 million units. So there's very, very big demand. And then we have a very young population, educated, quickly being very affluent. The average population, age of the population of the Philippines is about 25, 26. As opposed to the US and China is about 39, Thailand is 40. So we have a very young population. So we have a lot of big potential homeowners. So that the fundamentals are there. We feel that the real estate residential market is going to pick up.
That's very reassuring to know. What measures have you adopted to meet the demands in a pandemic recovery market?
To answer that question, we need to define the pandemic recovery market. Now, from our perspective, what we see are 3 sectors. The first sector, the ones that have been affected by the pandemic, who have lower incomes because they lost their jobs, so they don't have as much income as they used to. The second sector are the ones who are relatively unscathed or are bouncing back and they have money. They're looking for good deals, but then they do have money, but they're looking for attractive payment terms and so on. And the third sector is the work from home. Like many employees who used to go to the office and then experience working from home, don't want to go back to the office anymore. As a matter of fact, many of them would leave their jobs if they're not allowed to work from home. Example are people in the IT industry and the BPO industry. Now, for the sector that have experienced impaired income, SMDC has adapted by offering restructuring of their payments, downgrading of their residences, or we've even launched several projects that are very affordable, actually, that will fit their budget with their now adjusted budget. For the sector that has money but are looking for good deals, we have a lot of very attractive payment terms and pricing. And for the work from home crowd, the ones who are working from home, we have developed products whereby in the unit you have actually a working station where they could actually do whatever work from home they do at home. And we also have common workstations in the lobbies, and we have very strong Wi-Fi. And of course, the traditional SMDC strip malls, so that they don't have to go out of the development. So we've actually adapted to this current environment after the pandemic.
So there are a lot of offers.
Yes, very much.
And with the past years, what do you think is SMDC's most significant contribution to the local industry and to Filipinos?
I think our most important contribution is democratizing the condominium ownership. Yeah, because before you need to be rich to be able to live in condominiums and enjoy the luxury. But what we've done is that we've made it affordable for the ordinary Filipinos, and many are OFWs, to buy condominiums in the Philippines, even in very prime areas. So, for example, in Makati, where the values are very expensive, you wouldn't dream you can own a condo there. We actually have condominium units where you only pay 18,000 a month. So it's very, very affordable for them already. And you have your condo, you have your bedroom, it's complete bedroom, kitchen, of course your bathroom, living and dining areas. And then it has sprawling amenities. You have a swimming pool, gym, very comfortable lobbies. So you'll be able to live in luxury and you don't have to pay so much. So we've allowed many Filipinos. We've actually sold 150,000 units in the past 16 years. We've actually made a lot of Filipinos happy homeowners.
And with that, where in the Philippines is SMDC expanding to next?
Well, we're actually all over the Philippines already. We're big in Metro Manila. We have a substantial land bank. We have a lot of projects here. But then we've also expanded to Central Luzon and to Visayas and Mindanao, and also in Southern Luzon. So we have a substantial land bank and continue to buy land so that we can actually provide more homes to a lot more Filipinos in the country.
It's very exciting times. Now, can you share more about SMDC's new innovations that cater to emerging needs?
A couple of interesting innovations is we realized the work from home market, and we realized that a lot of Filipinos are becoming entrepreneurs, especially with the internet. A lot of them are into buying and selling, and so that we developed a residential office unit. It's actually our typical residential that you can actually use for your office at the same time. We call it reso, so that the Filipinos who are the new entrepreneurs or even existing businesses can actually stay in their home at the same time. When they go outside, the second part of their home is an office. And that's been selling very well. We have launched 2 projects that have been very encouraging. The other product that I'd like to talk about is I mentioned earlier that the pandemic has affected the income of many Filipinos. So they cannot afford the same price as they used to before the pandemic. So last year we launched 6 projects of what you call the medium-rise building 3, which actually are 4-story buildings where the units are selling for just 3.2 million pesos. Yeah, and that it's complete with amenities. You have the swimming pool, you have the clubhouse, you have basketball court. Very nice communities, but affordable, and it meets the current market for Filipinos, not only here but also overseas.
How do you ensure full satisfaction for home buyers who wish to invest and own their dream homes?
When you have a home, you obviously want to take care of it. You want to maintain it properly. SMDC has its own property management company. We have about 50 developments, and it's all managed by the same property management company called Green Mist. That's in-house, and they ensure that that the development is well maintained, that the broken tiles are repaired, the buildings are painted, the landscape is maintained, so that everything's clean, security is good, because we want the residents to be happy and to feel safe and secured in their investment. When the building is well maintained, the value of their investment will increase. We have another unit called Good Stays, which actually offers leasing services to people who buy our residence. So the moment we turn over the unit to you, we ask you, do you want to lease it out? Because we have an outfit that we look for tenants for you. So if you're just an investor, you don't intend to live in it and you want to rent it out, we have that outfit, Good Stays, that will look for tenants for you. So that, again, you'll be satisfied because you'll get immediate return for your investments.
There's really something for everyone.
Yes, make sure.
Which is great. Now, what can we look forward to from SMDC this year and the next?
Okay, well, SMDC is, of course, we will continue to provide housing and try to innovate to be able to meet the demand. But then we are very big believers of automation, so that we're actually leveraging on automation. We have a very big IT group inside, and also we outsource IT development to make introduce technology to make the buyer experience very comfortable. From the time you give the reservation fee up to the time you sign you get the title, and that you take your unit, we want the buyer experience to be very pleasant. So we're using technology to let the buyer experience the satisfaction. We're launching several master plan communities within the next 1-2 years. We have a big one in Carmona with 240 hectares. We have in BGC also, we have a substantial land bank there that we're going to develop to a mixed use community. Plus, we have also large tracts in Calatagan, in Batulao, so many more cities. So that's our next product line, the master plan communities with mixed-use development.
Before I let you go, do you have a message for Carousell Property Awards?
Well, I'd like to thank Carousell for making us the Developer a Year under the Carousell Property Awards 2022. Makes us realize that you appreciate the hard work of our people and that our mission of providing affordable housing to Filipinos. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Jose Mari Banzon. Now, we look forward to seeing more innovative and sustainable projects from SMDC this year and many more years to come. Congratulations again on an outstanding year. Driven by the vision of building a nation of homeowners, SMDC finds ways to democratize home ownership and empower more Filipinos to realize their dreams of having a home to call their own. Known as the home of the good guys, through innovations grounded in safety, sustainability, and an improved quality of life, SMDC aims to continue doing good so more people across the country can live better. With development still on the rise and with more projects in the pipeline, for anyone looking for a home or a new stream of income, there has never been a better time to invest in an SMDC property than now. To know more about SMDC and their leading developments, visit carousell.com/property. Find every kind of home for every kind of buyer on Carousell. I'm Anne Gauthier, your host for Carousell Property Awards.